Baby, can I literally tell you right now that I had to pull out the pepper spray. I had to pull out the pepper spray on a ninja. On a ninja who literally tried to test me in front of my children. He tried to test my gangster in front of my 2 kids after I got my son off of the bus. This ninja proceeded after I told him, look, I'll take your number down. I'll talk to you off grid. But we ain't about to do all of this in front of my kids, bruh. The ninja proceeded to still try to press itself upon me and still try to literally follow me into my apartment. Don't even know me. And I had both of my kids with me, and I had to cock the fucking pepper spray on them because things is really about to get serious. Y'all, we are going to have a late night talk. I got the tea that I'm about to be having prepared. When I tell you these ninjas are crazy out here, these ninjas are crazy. It's not even just the ninjas. It's just the men in general. There are a lot of unhinged men who cannot handle rejection. They try to talk you through a possible rejection, and they try to swivel their way through it, especially when you have your kids or you have your nieces and nephews with you, or you are watching someone's child, you have someone else's child with you, and a man is steadily trying to get your number. The man is steadily trying to make an advance towards you, and you kind of just like, look, I got my kid with me, this ain't the time or the place, or I'll take your number, and you're just trying to be nice to him, and you're like, I'll take your number, we'll talk later, here's mine, or whatever the case may be, just so you can lighten the atmosphere of, okay, I don't want for this person to get crazy, and I got my children with me, or these kids with me. I don't want for this person to get unhinged. So I'm gonna walk it like this. We're gonna start the story off. I'm gonna start it off because if you don't know me, hi, I'm Linda Lynn. I am a divorced mom of 2. I have a 6-year-old son and I have a 2-year-old daughter. My son is in kindergarten and he does ride the school bus. So every morning, Monday through Friday, I am outside of my apartment complex, which is in a not so marvelous area of town. Some would say that I live on the ghetto side, the hood side of town. And I have to get my son on and off of the bus. I have to be present so my son can get off the bus in the afternoons. And when I tell you, I don't know what people see when they see me, and I'm out there just literally sometimes sitting down with my kid, my daughter, my 2-year-old, if she's not in daycare, because I would occasionally put her and drop in daycare. So I'm like, okay, if I have my daughter with me, what do these men see? I don't know if they think I'm out here prostituting when I have my daughter with me, but I'm out there in the baggiest of shirts. I'm out there in the baggiest of pants usually. I just got some yoga pants on, the shirts covering my behind. And here they go, wanting to toot the horn to get my attention while I'm with my daughter for God knows what reason. So when you live in a not so great area, when you live in the hood, you have to definitely know how to dress, especially when you don't even have to be a woman that's the most confident. When you are a woman, you got to know how to dress at these bus stops to get your kids, if you got to get your kid off a bus, because it's a survival skill. It's a survival mechanism that you have to evoke within yourself. You can't find yourself slipping, because if you find yourself slipping and stepping out the house with clothes on that you shouldn't be wearing out there, and you don't have no protection with you, things could get real. Okay, so from what I had experienced earlier this week, I had to pull out the pepper spray on a man because he literally could not take my talk to you later seriously. I just couldn't press it enough for him to literally understand that, look, I'm not interested in you. This is time for me to actually get back inside of my residence. So mind you, I'm outside, baggy shirt on, with some yoga pants on, shirt covering over the yoga pants, actually sitting down, so you cannot even see my silhouette from a shadow. You can't see my full silhouette from a shadow. I'm sitting down on a brick, like a brick bench, damn near. So I'm just like, what's going on? This guy he actually passed in front of us. He passed from the back of us. So I got my back facing the highway with my daughter. This man gonna pass from the back, hit the turn, hit the corner I'm on with my child, look, head out of the truck, staring me down at my daughter. He gonna wave. I'm just like, oh Lord. Mind you, I got my pepper spray on me. I have on, at this point in time, a very baggy shirt, and I also have a sweatshirt on top of that. So I'm literally just looking like I'm tired. And that's purposely because if these men see me out here with my vest on, I don't know what could happen. So he hit the corner. I'm just like, I just smile. My daughter looking. I told my daughter it's gonna be all right. She must have felt something. So the man hit the corner. He turned in my apartment and he comes all the way back around. I'm looking like, oh Lord. And so he pulls up next to me and my daughter. Looks over, he was like, how y'all doing? I'm like, we okay? We all right? And he was just like, I want to talk to you. I was like, I'm fine. So the man proceeds to hit the corner again. So this time he goes back on the highway that we're sitting facing our backs to. And he pulls up at the apartment into the parking lot and got out of the truck and proceeded to walk down on me and my daughter. So I told him, I was like, hi, how are you? At the time, I had my pepper spray in my hand. He couldn't see it, and I had my phone also in the hand with my pepper spray. So I'm just like, hi, how are you? He telling me about himself. He was like, yeah, you're so beautiful. I never seen you before out here. And I was just like, I'm waiting. I'm just out here waiting. He said, waiting for what? I was like, that's none of your concern. So the school bus started pulling up with my son on it. So I'm just like, yeah, I gotta go. And he was like, well, I ain't never get your number. And I was just like, I said, sir, I gotta go. And he was like, I never got your number. So my daughter looking, and I'm just like, Lord, I'm not in this type of situation. So I give the man my number. My daughter's there. I don't know if this nigga would have hit me, slapped me. I don't know what he could have did. So for the sake of my child being there, like, hi, okay, take my number down. So my son get off the bus. My son come and give me a hug, and so we start walking in the direction of my apartment. And so he was like, oh, this is where we going? I said, who is we? So I turned around on the sidewalk of my apartment now. I'm like, who is we? And he was like, us. He was like, that's where we going? So I was just like, you're not coming nowhere behind me. And he was just like, well, and he was just like, I ain't got nowhere to go. He was like, I ain't got nowhere to be. Like, I'm off of work. So I was just like, sir, you're going to have to leave. And he was like, why? And I said, you're going to have to go. I was like, I gave you my number, bruh. I was just like, I will respectfully ask for you to politely just leave right now. I got to get back to work. I got my churn to tend to. So at this point, I take my phone and I move it from my right to my left hand, and I kept the mace in my right hand. So he's just like, he was like, he said, so what you getting all, trying to be funny, like, well, what you getting all tight for? And I was like, bro, I'm asking you. So I proceeded to get my mace ready. I put my right foot back, and I was just like, bam. At that moment in time, he could have slapped the mace out of my hand. He could have did whatever, but I was going to fight for mine. Because it's like, bro, what you want with me? So he started walking close. He was like, I know you ain't by. I'm just like, bro, they got cars passing. Cars just still passing on the busy highway. Again, that's the same highway my back was facing, but I'm still pretty aware of everything that's going on in the front and on the side of me. So, because you can see everything just from a slight turn of the head. So this man literally like trying to still walk on me, and my son was just like, mommy. So my son came grabbing on me because he was steady walking to the apartment. He didn't really knew that it was a serious situation going on. And so my daughter, she gripping my leg, and so she getting scared. I was going to blast him with the mace. And he was like, you ain't got to worry about nothing. I'm gone, man. I'm gone. And I was like, I said, blah, 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 blah. And I said what I had to say, you know, but it wasn't no curse words. I was just like, I say, sir, just leave me alone. That's all you have to, and I'm still holding it like, sir, that's all you have to do. Just leave me alone, bro. I gave you what you wanted. You wanted my number. You got my number. Just leave me and my churn alone. Period. So I told my kids, I said, let's go. So once I saw he hit the corner and he got back in he got out of my peripheral so I could see him, I got my kids inside and I locked the door. I have a ring cam on my door. So I was just like, if he come over here, it's going to be some problems. That's what it's going to be. Some problems that's going to come with some repercussions. And this is why I tell women all the time, like, it don't matter what you think of yourself. You could feel like, oh, I'm not no pretty girl like that. I'm not no baddie like these other girls. If a man is trying to make a sexual advance at you, you don't know what that man got going on at his house. He might not be getting nothing from his baby mama. If a man hard up for sex, a man will do anything. And I'm not calling anybody anything, but you just never know. And from how this predator was looking at me, I don't know what he could have possibly wanted with me, knowing my churn was there, knowing that I told him what was up. Like, you got what you wanted, bro. Just go. Just go. You came for a number. You got the number. Just go. Then wants to proceed to text me and won't try to apologize. Block. Blocker. We ain't got nothing to talk about. Nothing. Because I don't know what type of time you going to be on if there was ever to be a second time I was to see you. And I gave you the access to see me. See, now you don't have no access to ever see me again on my behalf. But that does not take away from me going out there, going to get my child on and off of the bus, and him feeling played about something and possibly trying to retaliate. So I'm just telling y'all, you know, this is why I stay prayed up. This is why I am very cautious of my surroundings. And this is another reason why I'm just really trying to hustle to do better for my kids, so I wouldn't have to be going through these types of situations. You know, it's not like I have, and it just makes me emotional because it's like, it's not like I have anybody that's really, that I can call and gonna want to do something about it. Or anybody that can say, you know, let's just make sure, you know, when you shoot the mace, you shoot the mace right. Or let's get you a pocket knife. Or, you know, let's go get you a concealed license to carry. Like, nobody cares. Anything happened to me, like, that man could have literally came in here, knocked me down to the floor, and did God knows what to me in front of my kids. All because you're just trying to be nice and telling somebody, you know, in front of your kids, trying to be respectful. Like, look, I don't want you. I don't want you. You know, just a denial can cost you your life out here. So I just want to tell women, just be safe. You know, exercise your right to stand on your boundaries and reinforce them when you have lives with you, because you just never know how crazy things can get. And for me, it's like I said, you know, I'm out here living in this area, and it could have happened anywhere. You know, I don't blame it on this side of town, but you know, you never know what people see when they see you. You just never know. And it's not like I have anybody to call. Their dad wouldn't give a damn. I could have been laid out. What are you gonna do? Probably would have been happy. All because somebody wants to take what's not attainable right then and there. They looking for ass, and they looking for a quick and easy pass because your kids are there. So they think that you're gonna let them off gently just because you have kids. So I protect myself, and I'ma just keep y'all posted on, you know, just life, you know, living out here, you know, in a hood, you know, you could say low income area. And that's my story. I don't really know what else I could really add to it, because it was a very scary situation, and I feel like some people, if I would have reached out and told certain individuals, like my friends, I was just scared. So if y'all watch it, I was just scared. You know, y'all know I go through a lot, you know, and I just literally just shut myself off after that. That night, I just went MIA. You know, I just really just closed off because I go through so much, and I don't try to burden the people that mean the most to me with things that happen. But I'm just at a place to where, like, yeah, I'm really gonna be getting into therapy again, because I don't know. Like, sometimes you could be feeling like people out to get you. You just never know. And I literally got to be out here fending for myself and my kids, because they don't have a outside driving force with anybody. You know, like, nobody else is out here trying to make sure they're straight with me. You know, it's like nobody else. And I just was like, damn, what if something would have happened to me? Like, what would have happened to my kids, bro? It's just crazy. But yeah, I mean, I'm about to have my tea. And I'm about to go say my prayers, journal. Thank God for another night. Thank God for another day. Because without him, I would not have made it this far. And, yeah. All I know is, you know, Trick Daddy made a song about me. I'm a thug out here. I'm gonna survive. I'm gonna make it. And I'm gonna just keep y'all updated on just life, you know, living in low income. That's all I'm gonna do. So until the next video, love you lots. Tina Tots. Have a good night.